All right, you know what time it is. It's time for Never Miss Monday with the Fit Crew. What do we got in store for you today? Let's go ahead and share this on screen. So today we're doing 5 rounds of 10 back squats and 10 bar facing burpees. Super spicy couplet to start off this new season. And as always, we're going to do a full warm up and we're going to go through some options. So you can do this workout right where you are, using what you have and doing what you can. But let's go ahead and start our general warm up. We're going to get the blood flowing and we're going to get the arm circles going back, arm circles back. And my name is Coach Chris. I am a level 3 CrossFit trainer, which means I've logged thousands of hours over many years, helping many people just like you reach their true potential through health and fitness. Let's switch to some arm circles forward. And let's get to know our Fit Crew a little bit better. How long have you been following this program and how has it helped you? That's what we want to find out as we continue to move our bodies and warm up together. Let's move on to some arms across the chest. Hug yourself, love yourself. And while we're doing this, let's hear from the Wonder Twins. Go ahead, guys, say your name, where you're from. How long have you been doing this program and how has it helped you?
My name is Iris. I'm Denise. We're from Texas. And I think we've been doing it about for a year, I believe, coming on, or already a year. But it has helped me greatly to maintain my fitness because I've always tried to be fit and I would get on a program for a little bit and then fall off. But this has helped me to be consistent.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it because it's definitely, I feel like since the CRISPR, I've been more positive or helps me more positive because maybe I may not be having a good day or, but then after the exercise, I always feel a lot better. So I really enjoyed that. And yeah, and I'm glad I'm able to help more because I'm stronger as well. So, yeah.
Awesome, very good answers. I'm so glad that this has been helping you guys so much. And let's now move on to some high knees into chest, high knees, chest. Or if it works better for us, we could do some high elbows like this. And while we are doing this, let's hear from Bubbles. Go ahead, Bubbles, say your name, where you're from. How long have you been doing this program and how has it helped you?
Hi, I'm Nakia from Connecticut. I have been doing the program for just about a year. This end of this month will make a year. And it has helped me in so many ways, actually. But I noticed so much more strength, more energy, more flexibility. And yeah, so it's helped me like fully all over.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bubbles, for being an important part of the program. And let's now move on to some calf raises. Up on the toes, back on the heel, up on the toes, back on the heel. Or if we so choose, we could do some wrist extensions like this. And while we are doing this, let's go ahead and hear from Ramen. Go ahead, Ramen, say your name, where you're from. How long have you been doing this program and how has it helped you?
Hi, my name is Laura. I'm from South Florida. I've been in this program for a little bit over a year now. And I've benefited from it because I'm able to, feel a lot stronger than before. And then I'm also able to help my family. Like Denise was saying, I also used to be one of those people that would just watch random videos on YouTube, pick up my little weights and try to do something, productive with it. But having a consistent program that, is very detailed with, stretches, cool downs and the actual workout, it's complete. So it just helps me to kind of know what it is I need to do for each exercise. So it's been really awesome.
Thank you so much, Ramen, for your feedback there. And I'm so glad that you appreciate all the different aspects of the program that make it so effective. And let's now move on to the wrist wave. And while we're doing the wrist wave here, let's hear from Supergirl Samira. Go ahead, say your name, where you're from. How long have you been following the program and how has it helped?
My name is Samira. I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts. I've been doing this program for a little over a year. And so far, it's helped me a lot. One of the things is being consistent because I wasn't very consistent. And also it helped me learn a lot of movements that I didn't even know existed. And I love them, knowing that I can do them. It's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your consistency and allowing us to see your results. Let's now move on to some jumping jacks, guys, or if we're trying to manage our impact, we could do some stepping jacks, step to the side, clap overhead, whatever's better for us. So some of you who've been following the program for a while wonder, what's the best way to support this? The best way, absolutely, is follow this program, share this program, get fit, share your results. And then another way that some people have chosen to get more out of the program is the Pro Track. With the Pro Track, you get additional workouts throughout the week, and you also get add-ons to the workout, as you'll see later. So if you want more details about the Pro Track, please message me directly, and we'll get you some more details about that. But let's go ahead and take a break from this general warm-up, guys, and let's now move on to the activation phase. So right now, what we're going to do is a couple different movements for 30 seconds at a time that are going to get us specifically ready for the movements we're doing in today's workout. So right now, please watch as we demonstrate these movements, and then we're going to put a timer on and then do it all together as a group. The first movement we're doing in the activation phase is walk the floors. And let's go ahead and have the twins demonstrate some walk the floors for us. We're going to reach down, touch our toes, and then walk all the way out to a plank position, get that chest on the ground, and then walk those hands back to the feet and then stand it up. And we're going to keep doing this for 30 seconds. Now, if getting all the way on the ground is a bit hard on our wrists, then we can do a modified version of the walk the floor where we get our hands on a counter or some other elevated surface. Then we step back, step forward, then clap overhead. And that's another modified version of this walk the floor that we can do. 30 seconds of walk the floors, we're going to do the pigeon pose. So we're going to lay on the ground, lay one leg across the chest, other leg back, and we're going to sink into this position for 30 seconds on one side. And then we're going to do 30 seconds on the other side. And after we've done the pigeon 30 seconds on each side, we're going to do some air squats. So with the air squats, the feet start shoulder width apart, chest up, shoulders back. We initiate by getting those hips back, and then we send it all the way down, pushing the knees out to the side until those hips get below the knees. And then we squeeze the glutes on the way back up. And it's important that we control the descent, slower down and then faster up. Now, it could be that this range of motion is a challenge for some of us, in which case we can do assisted squats by sitting and standing to a chair with our arms up. And then with time, as our flexibility and our strength improve, we can use lower and lower targets, such as a footstool or a medicine ball, until we can eventually squat to below parallel without assistance. Now, if we are doing this from the seated position today, then the walk the floor is going to be cross, cross, raise with the arms. That's going to be what we're doing for the first 30 seconds. Then we're going to do the pigeon pose, which is one arm across the chest, and then we're kind of pulling gently back as far as we can with this arm straight. And then we're going to switch to 30 seconds on the other side like this. And then we're going to do air squats, which start with the thumbs on the shoulders. We press all the way up till those biceps get into the ear and then back down. And this is going air squats from the seated. So I'm going to start the timer now, guys. And I'm also going to highlight the twins just in case we forgot what any of these moves look like. But we are starting with these walk the floors for 30 seconds. So here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do this. And we are kicking off the first activation phase of the season. And really appreciate you guys being here for the full warm-up. Very important for us to do this full warm-up in order to perform our best, but also to avoid injury. This is all part of the process. In a couple seconds here, 3, 2, 1, pigeon. Let's go ahead and lay one leg across the chest, other leg back, and we are sinking into this position here. And this pigeon is super important to open up the hip flexors, activate the glutes, and it also is a very good reliever of the IT band. And so long story short, it really does help improve our squat form. So in a couple seconds, we're going to switch to the other side in 3, 2, 1, pigeon pose, other side. So we're getting the other leg forward, sinking into it. And then in the squat, we always talk about chest up, shoulders back, knees out to the side. That's what we're passively improving here with this pigeon pose. That's exactly the stretch that we're dialing in here. So this pigeon is something very important for us to do if we're trying to improve our squat. Speaking of squats, in 3, 2, 1, air squats for 30 seconds. Let's get those hips back and down, push the knees out to the side. We're getting as low as we can and then standing it back up. Let's control that descent on the way down, slower down, faster up. And it's just been wonderful to see everyone's range of motion improving and getting better with these squats. And we're going to go back around to these walk the floors in 3, 2, 1, walk the floor, round 2. Let's do this, guys. And so we're reaching down, going all the way forward, or like we talked about, we can do that modified walk the floor if it's better for us. But a couple more reps here, getting all the way down and then getting back up. And we're going to be going into this pigeon pose in a couple seconds. In 3, 2, 1, pigeon. Let's lay that leg across the chest, other leg back. And we are sinking into this, actively improving our squat with this passive pose here. Such a powerful activation that helps us so tremendously. And the squat is one of the most fundamental movements that we do here. So many other moves depend on it. We're going to switch to the other leg in 3, 2, 1, other side, pigeon pose. Let's go ahead and switch. And we're sinking into this. And we are actively improving our squat. Take deep breaths here. Each breath is going to increase the stretch a little bit. And let's actively try to get that front leg further up our chest. That's also going to help improve our squat form. In 3, 2, 1, air squats, round 2. Let's go ahead, get those feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, knees out to the side. We are going down, standing it back up. And we're keeping the weight where it's supposed to be, off the toes. That's why we initiate with the hips back. We're getting as low as we can. Couple more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1, time. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is get ready for the back squats. So the back squat is where we have a barbell or a broomstick and we place it on the top part of our back, and those very same air squats we were just doing, all the same points of performance, we're going to do that even more because we have a weight on there. So what I'd like everyone to do is let's go ahead and grab a broomstick or a mop or else something else super light. We always warm up super light before we add weight if appropriate. And now that we've got this broomstick or an extra PVC if you've got one laying around, let's practice these back squats. And we're going to have the twins demonstrate the back squats from 2 different angles for us. We're going to place that broomstick on the upper part of our back, right on those traps there. And then the very same points of performance we talked about in the activation phase. We get those hips back and down, knees out to the side, all the way back up. And these are back squats. Now, one thing we want to talk about is, especially if we're going to be adding weight, what's the most efficient way to get it up into that position? We're going to power clean it and then press it overhead. So let's just go over a quick primer of the power clean. That's going to start right above the shoe, chest up, shoulders back, and we keep it very close to the body, slow and then fast past the knees. We jump it up and then we press overhead onto the back position there, and then we are ready for some back squats. So that's going to be important if we're adding weight. But once again, a couple more back squats here to practice with this broomstick. The next thing we want to practice is the bar-facing burpees. So let's go ahead and place that broomstick down. And today specifically, we're facing that bar or that broomstick or whatever it is, and we're going to do a burpee. So that involves getting the hands on the ground, jumping or stepping the feet back, getting all the way down, jumping or stepping the feet forward, and then we hop over the bar. And it should be noted, like we just mentioned, if we're trying to manage our impact, especially, we can step any portion of this. So we can get our hands on the ground and step back, and then going to the ground is optional. And then we can step forward and then step over if we're trying to manage our impact with this movement. Now, it could be that as space dictates, oh man, I don't have space to do these bar-facing burpees. I got to do lateral burpees. So let's go ahead and see a couple reps of the lateral burpee. That's where we're perpendicular with the bar, actually parallel with the bar. And then we get into that burpee all the way down, and then we get back up and we hop either laterally or we can turn it, face it. But either way, preferably bar facing today if we have the space for it. Otherwise, lateral if needed. Now, we can also do that modified burpee that we talked about in the activation phase. Let's have Bubbles demonstrate the modified burpee. You would get your hands on a counter, step your feet back, step forward, and then clap overhead. That's another modified version of the burpee that might work for us if our circumstances dictate. Now, if we are doing this from the seated position today, then the back squat is actually going to be an overhead press. We're going to get that broomstick like this, and we're going to press overhead and back down. And this is going to be the back squat for today from the seated position. And then the burpee is going to be what we did in the activation phase, that cross, cross, raise. That's going to be our bar facing burpee for today. All right. Cross, cross, raise. That is the bar facing burpee from the seated position. And now it's ramp up time. If you've been following this program for over a month and you want to start adding weight to your back squat, let's go ahead and do about 3 to 5 practice reps at a time with progressively heavier weight. We never go straight to a super heavy weight. We always ramp up progressively, take nice smart jumps, do about 3 to 5 reps at a time. And today we're not going super heavy. We're going for a weight that we can get all 10 back squats without having to put it down all 5 rounds. But if this is our first month in the program, or we're just kind of getting into it after some time off, please, let's not add any weight to this movement. Let's just use that broomstick. It's very important for us to have good form and consistency, hitting these workouts regularly, multiple times a week for a number of weeks before we add intensity. And whether we're ramping up or not, let's pay close attention to the following checklist. Number 1, please make sure your device is fully charged or plugged in so we can get through this whole workout without losing you. Number 2, let's grab some water. Let's take a sip. And let's make sure we have our water nearby so we can take a sip as needed all throughout this workout. Number 3, you may choose to have your own timer. I'm going to give everyone a 3, 2, 1, go countdown so you can synchronize your timer with mine. Number 4, what's the music you want to hear right now? Music has been scientifically proven to improve our performance. Whatever music you want to hear, whether it's classical, whether it's pop, whether it's country, whether it's hip hop, whatever it is, go ahead and get that playlist queued up. Everyone's on mute. It's your neighbor's, not mine. You can blast it as loud as you want, as long as you can still hear me coaching you and correcting you throughout the workout. And then lastly, how are we going to keep track of our rounds? It's important to have some type of scorecard, and it also helps to have the workout written down so we can just take a look and then remember what we're doing. And as you guys know, we release these workouts ahead of time so you can come prepared. So if you are a teacher's pet, just like the twins here who win the Teacher's Pet Award, they came first to the board with their trusty whiteboard. And we've also got Supergirl Samira with some good handwriting on her whiteboard. And we've got Bubbles with a good handwriting and good whiteboard art as well. And we've also got Ramen with a really effective scorecard there. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a teacher's pet picture here just to show how prepared you are. So here we go. Teacher's pet picture in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Really appreciate you guys taking this seriously and coming prepared for the workout. So I'm going to bring the workout back on screen one more time here, and then we will get started. So in just about a minute, we're going to start this timer, and we're about to do 5 rounds of 10 back squats and 10 bar facing burpees. You get down, get up. Every time you land on the other side of the bar, that's when you count the burpee. You don't need to get there and back to count. It's every time you've stepped over the bar or jumped over the bar, and that's when you count. We're doing 10 per round, 5 rounds of this total. Your score is going to be the time it takes you to get through these 5 rounds of 10 back squats and 10 bar facing burpees. So if you are good to go, go ahead and give me a thumbs up here, and we are going to get this started. And I'm going to highlight the twins to get us started here. So here we go, guys, starting with the back squats, kicking off this season right. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And we've got the twins power cleaning, getting that bar head to the back, and really good form there, keeping the chest up, shoulders back, pushing the knees out to the side here. And we also want to focus on our breathing. We want to take a nice deep breath at the top and then breathe out on the way back up. And we've got Supergirl Samira hitting these squats as well, getting low, pushing the knees out to the side. And good job, Ramen, as well. I really like how you control the descent and then add some explosiveness on the way back up. Really good. And we've got Bubbles rounding out this set of 10. Nice breathing there, Bubbles. Let's just keep looking straight ahead on these squats. And we've got the twins putting the bar down and about to hit some bar facing burpees here. A nice little hop and a twist at the top. Nice, good job there, twins. And we've got Ramen hitting some broom facing burpees. Good job there, Ramen. And that's a good solution there. It could be that we have a bar for our squats, and then as space dictates, we have another solution. We've got Supergirl Samira, for instance, doing she figured out how to use her space there to do some bar facing burpees as well. So good job there, Supergirl Samira. And we've got Bubbles doing some modified burpees like we talked about. We go through a buffet of options here, guys, so that everyone picks the option that's good for them. So good work getting through this round 1. Moving on to round 2, we've got the twins getting ready to clean that bar back up. Nice power clean straight from the ground. Nice. And then pressing it overhead. And notice how they look straight ahead on that power clean. We're not looking down, we're not rounding that back. But good job there, twins, getting the hips back and down. Nice deep breath at the top, staying tight, breathing out on the way back up. So good job. And really good weight selections, guys. Everyone's using a weight. You are experienced in this program, so you are adding weight to this movement, but it's definitely a weight that's within the stimulus that we talked about. A nice set of 10 here. Good work there, Supergirl Samira. And she's about to move on to another set of burpees. We've got Ramen once again, adding some speed on the way back up, controlling the descent. Let's just keep pushing those knees all the way out, especially at the bottom of the squat. Awesome, good job, much better, Ramen, nice. And we are on to round 2 of these bar-facing burpees. We've got the twins on these bar-facing burpees. Now, it should be noted, even if we're trying to do these bar-facing burpees RX style, it is allowed to step at least, the burpee portion of it. The jumping over has to be a jump, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. But it really does help to regulate the heart rate to step one portion of that burpee, whether we choose to step back or step out of it. I personally jump back and then step out of my burpees when I'm trying to regulate my heart rate. But we've got the twins pretty much jumping through this whole set here. It's amazing the improvement in conditioning. We've got Supergirl Samira as well, just blasting through this set of burpees. And Bubbles finishing off her set of burpees, moving on to round 3. Getting that bar into place, looking straight ahead, hitting that power clean, pressing overhead. There we go. Let's lock it in for another set of 10. Good job there, Bubbles. Getting those knees out to the side, getting low. Very good. Awesome work there. And we've got twins getting that bar overhead, hitting this third set here of back squats. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do it. We've got Ramen just finishing off a set of burpees, about to hit this third round once again of the back squats. Supergirl Samira already on these back squats. Good breathing, guys. Let's go. Nice breath at the top, staying tight through the movement. When we say to take a deep breath at the top, that's how we put on our natural weight belt. You know, a lot of people, no matter how heavy or how light they lift, they go straight for that weight belt. But it's very important for us to learn how to breathe and brace naturally. So that nice deep breath at the top is putting on that weight belt. We keep that on throughout the movement. We release it at the top again, and we breathe in between the reps. And all of this is basically just a practice in learning how to properly breathe and brace, but keep moving. And it's a constant balancing act. And we've got Ramen, good breathing and bracing, getting through this set. Good job there, Ramen. And we've got Bubbles hitting another set of burpees. Nice, good job, Bubbles, clapping overhead. And we've got Supergirl Samira. Little ball of energy there. Diving into it, jumping over. Good job. Twins, once again, jumping through every portion of that burpee, jumping down, jumping up, jumping over. Good job there, twins. Ramen putting that bar down, about to hit some burpees as well. Good job, Ramen. Loving and loving it. Bubbles onto round 4, making a good time here. Very good pacing, staying focused, good breathing. Let's hit this, Bubbles. Nice deep breath at the top. Let's remember, put that weight belt on. Out again at the top. Good job. And let's keep breathing. It's a constant balancing act between breathing, bracing, but keeping on moving. Good job, Samira. And let's get slightly lower. I've seen you get low on those squats. There you go. Much better. Good. Hips back and down, sending those knees out to the side. That outward pressure, very important. Good job, twins, as well. Breathing and bracing and keep it on moving. And we send those hips back to keep the weight where it's supposed to be. We don't want to feel that weight on the toes. So we start by getting those hips back, just like the twins are doing here, to initiate this movement and get our center of gravity where it's supposed to be. And we got the twins putting that down, moving on to another set of bar-facing burpees here. Bubbles about to join them on these burpees. And there we go, Bubbles hitting these burpees. Awesome, good work. Ramen finishing off some squats. Good job there, Ramen. Breathing, bracing, controlling it on the way down. Squeezing those glutes on the way back up. Good work there, Ramen. We got Supergirl Samira as well. Nice. Awesome. And here we go. We've got the twins diving, jumping, spinning. Getting through this, guys. We're almost through, finishing off round 4, about to hit round 5. And that's the beauty of this style of training here. You know, we don't have to spend hours and hours in the gym to get results. We have a program, we have a set amount of work that we need to do. We've been practicing and training these movements, to be able to get to the point where we can move loads with intensity, but of course, safely with sound mechanics. And that produces such a powerful stimulus on the body. We've got Bubbles hitting this last round of squats here. Let's get low, Bubbles. I know I've seen you get lower. Let's breathe, let's get low, let's push it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All the way down. Very good. And we've got Supergirl Samira as well on these squats. Twins. This is going to be a climactic finish here. But that's what I love about our group. We all celebrate each other. We compete with ourselves. We spur each other on. That's what we do. We cheer each other on and we help each other to do our best. Couple more reps here on this last round of back squats. Bubbles about to put that down and head into this last round of burpees. Ramen finishing off some burpees, about to pick up the bar. Deep breath. Let's do it. And we've got Twins finishing off some squats, about to dive into these burpees. Join Bubbles. If we move fast enough, we can hit this sub 10 here. We're at the 9:45 mark. Bubbles finishing off some burpees. Twins jumping and spinning through these burpees. And we know what to do when we finish. We hit the buzzer, we yell time, we give a little victory dance, but then we cheer on our family. So good job. Let's do this, guys. Ramen about to hit some more squats. Bubbles about to hit that buzzer. There we go. Let's see a quick little victory dance. Bubbles, nice. Good job, Bubbles. And we've got the Twins diving through these burpees. Almost done. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome job, Twins. Jumping it back, jumping it over.
Done.
And we've got Supergirl Samira hit that buzzer. Let's see a victory dance. Let's see that victory dance. Yeah. Good job, Samira. And Twins just about to hit that buzzer as well. Good job. Let's see a victory dance, Twins. Nice. Good job, Twins. And Ramen, let's cheer her on, guys. She's almost done with these burpees. Let's go. Almost done.
Oh, Ramen.
Almost there. Let's do it. Diving, moving. Let's go. Let's go. Jumping.
Go, Ramen.
You got this, Ramen. Go, girl.
Almost there. Almost there.
Woo!
And time for Ramen. Good job. Well, but now it's time for sweaty selfie, because does the workout even count if we don't hit this selfie? So let's flex on this camera here, guys, and let's hit this sweaty selfie. So here we go. Sweaty selfie in 3, 2, 1. And crazy face. How you feel about all those burpees, huh? And let's get the fists in the middle for the cheer. On 3, 2 claps, and 2 6 crew. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2 6
2
crew.
6 crew.
Awesome work. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not done yet. We're about to move on to the orange wad, which is included in the Pro Track. I just mentioned the Pro Track earlier as a way to get more out of this program. So the Pro Track gives you add-ons to these workouts, such as the orange wad, and you get additional workouts all throughout the week to help you really reach your health and fitness goals. So if you want to know more about the Pro Track and if it's for you, please message me directly, and then I'll give you some more details. So in the meanwhile, let's not participate in this orange wad if we're not signed up for Pro Track. We can start to clean up our area and maybe hit one of those flexi time stretches that we like so much. But let's definitely enjoy the show, as today's orange wad is going to be some heavy back squats. And if we've got a rack, we're going to make use of that rack. Otherwise, we're just going to rough it out like Bubbles here. She's going to hit that power clean that she's been practicing so much, press it overhead, and she's about to hit a heavy set of back squats here. Hips back and down. Let's get low. Good job, Bubbles. Let's keep the chest up, especially important as the weight gets heavier. And we've got 3. Nice. Good job there, Bubbles. Awesome. And then 1 more. There we go. Good job, Bubbles. Awesome. And we've got Samira hitting some squats there. Nice. Good job, Samira. Hitting some heavy squats. And then we've got the twins taking it off the rack. So one note, just like the twins here, if we're using the rack, you want to take it off exactly like they just did. We want to be facing the rack, take a couple steps back, and then we hit our squats, and then we walk it back in and forward. So that's the proper way to use the rack there if we're making use of a rack. And we've got Ramen, super impressive. She power cleaned that. And she's about to hit this heavy set of back squats. Good job, Ramen. Awesome. That's 2. And especially important now that it's getting heavy. We breathe at the top of each rep. We stay braced all throughout the movement. Good job there, Ramen. And we've got twin 2 about to hit a heavy set here. Nice deep breath at the top. Put that belt on. Stay tight. Breathe out at the top. Breathe in. Stay tight. Awesome. Good. We are at the 15-minute mark, guys. We've got 5 more minutes to leave our mark on this orange wad. So we have some barbell NASCAR going on here, switching plates, getting clips out. Sometimes the clip is the hardest part, right? And then we're switching these weights out, getting ready for our next attempt. So let's see what it's gonna be. And we've got Bubbles getting ready. We've got Samira actually already getting into the rack there, a couple steps back, about to hit these back squats. Nice deep breath at the top, all the way down, stand it up. Good job, Supergirl Samira. Awesome, hitting this set. Very good. Nice, solid set there. And we've got twin 1 hitting a set here. Awesome, good work. And then we've got Bubbles as well. Power cleaned it up, getting ready. Nice deep breath every time. All right, Bubbles, hips back and down. Very good. Let's get even lower on this next one. Nice, good. And we're getting those hips back and down, knees out to the side. Awesome. And we've got Ramen as well. Let's keep that chest up. Let's not let that weight take us down. Awesome. Especially when we're coming out of the hole, we're leading with the chest up. There we go. Nice. Good work there, Ramen. Awesome. And we've got the twins. Nice. Good work there, twins. Hitting another set. Supergirl Samira about to hit another heavy set here. Nice deep breath. Good job, guys. Really love the sound mechanics, the good form we got going on here. That's what's most important. Awesome. Finishing off a good set there. Supergirl Samira, twins doing some barbell NASCAR, getting some plates on there. And those clips, once again, that's the trickiest part. We're at the 17-minute mark. We've got 3 more minutes here to really figure things out. So let's see. Twin 1, stepping back, hitting this set here. Nice. Good deep breath. Hips back and down. Ramen power cleaning it up. Good job, Ramen. And good job pressing it overhead. Nice. Good work there. And she's now about to use a makeshift rack. So I know she's experimenting with it. We'll see how that works. But we've got twins finishing off that set. Good job, twins. And we've got Bubbles power cleaning that up, pressing that overhead. Impressive. And she's about to hit a nice heavy set. Good job. That's 1, 2. Good job there, Bubbles. Keep going, keep going. And we've got Supergirl Samira also hitting a set here. And we've got twin 2 also hitting a set. Good job, guys. Walking that back in. Good job. Supergirl Samira also walking that back in. Awesome. Bubbles, finishing that, pressing that in the front, putting that down. That is super impressive. Once again, not having a rack makes it a whole lot harder, right? But she's not using that as an excuse. She's getting it done. We're at the 18:45 mark, so we got time for about one more swing at this, guys. So let's figure out what it's gonna be. Let's get that on the bar. We're gonna take a deep breath and go for it. So twin one, getting underneath, walking that back. And let's go ahead and hit this heavy set here. Nice, good job, twin one. Hitting that set. Ramen with the super impressive power clean, then press overhead. And then going into this heavy set of back squat here. Nice, good job, Ramen. And we've got twin one finishing this off. Nice. We're at the 19:30 marks. 30 more seconds to get this bar off the rack for this attempt. Supergirl Samira in the middle of that attempt. Good job. Ramen finishing off this set here. Nice, good job, Ramen. We've got twin two taking this off the rack. We've got Bubbles taking this off the ground. Good job, Bubbles. Pressing that overhead. Let's go. And we have now hit the buzzer. We're using the bonus time here, guys. So let's finish off this set and let's call it a day. Here we go. Twin two finishing off this set. Nice breathing. Good job walking that back in. Ramen, and actually Bubbles, hitting this last couple reps here. Awesome. Good job, Bubbles. Okay, pressing that overhead, and then Supergirl Samira, like a ninja, she had already had it off the rack as well. Finishing off this set here. Nice, good job. Man, the orange wad is always super exciting, seeing everyone really push the limits of what's possible. Most importantly, the good form. Really appreciated everyone's coachability. And then putting into practice everything we talked about. But man, saw some heavy sets of 5, and that was super amazing. Well, let's now move on to the cool down, which is also one of the most important aspects of the program. This cool down stretch helps us to fight soreness, increase our flexibility so we can come back and do these workouts day after day. And the first stretch we're gonna do is the saddle eagle stretch. So that's gonna be where we start in a kneeling position like this. And we get our hips back into the saddle position. If this kind of hurts, let's not worry about it. Let's just sit back as far as we comfortably can. And then the eagle part of it is getting one elbow on top of the other like this. So this is a nice compound stretch with both the quads and the legs and the upper body. And let's now hear some high-low buffaloes. So high is something you feel you did particularly well in the workout. Low is something that was challenging for you that you want to do better at next time. And buffalo is something that was surprising to you. So let's hear from the twins first. What was your high-low buffalo? And if we happen to be doing this stretch from the seated position today, let's just do the eagle part of the stretch, one elbow on top of the other like this. So twins, let's hear it.
So my high was, I think I'm getting better at the burpees, right? Burpees, yeah. And then the low, I don't know, I didn't have a low. I felt good with the workout. It was fun. And then the buffalo was the orange one. It's always fun to push out all of that stress on the weights, right? It makes you feel way better.
Yeah, I think my high were the same burpees. I'm feeling I'm getting better at those. I'm able to stay more consistent. Low, but it's getting hotter outside. So the orange one, a little hot outside, but buffalo was that, I think we hit our new personal record. So that was awesome.
Oh man, getting that barbell therapy in, especially as it's getting super hot. Love to hear that you guys are now considering burpees your high, right? That means you're just completely dangerous now. So good job there, guys. And once again, really happy to see you getting strong, moving well, setting records on the back squat. Let's now, for the saddle eagle, we're gonna just switch the elbows on this eagle portion of it. And if we wanna come up a little bit to relieve a little bit that saddle stretch, that's cool. But then let's go ahead and switch elbows. And let's now hear high-low buffalo from Ramen. If we're doing this from the seated position, guys, we're just switching the elbows once again. But what was your high-low buffalo, Ramen?
I think my high was definitely just being in this group because during my front squats, there were certain things that sometimes you don't tend to catch yourself with, like the chest, like bringing your chest too forward or not extending your hips or your legs too much. So like having that coaching was really good because that way I was able to improve on my movement. The low was probably the burpees because it was intense. And the buffalo was being able to do the orange wad with everybody because I wasn't going to. In my mind, I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, everybody's doing it. I didn't want to do it too. So it was really fun in the end. So I really enjoyed it.
Listen, I'm with you. Burpees is definitely a love-hate relationship I've got going on with them. I learned to hate them a little bit less every day, but they're so good for us. So really appreciate you putting forth the effort and then hitting that orange wad, hitting a very good number there too, by the way. And we're gonna move on to the next stretch, which is dragon, like a long lunge. So we're gonna get one leg forward and really lean into this stretch like this with the chest up, which is really good for the front hamstrings and the back quads. And while we're doing this stretch, let's hear from Supergirl Samira. What was your high-low buffalo? If we're doing this from the seated position, we're gonna get one elbow up and pull it to the side like this.
All right, my high was the back squats. I love squats. My low was the burpees. It was my low to the point that I'm like, I want to do my squats. And my buffalo was hitting the wad. I'm surprised I'm using my husband's weights. So that was my buffalo.
Oh man, you've been showing him a thing or two now, huh? So that's what I love about this program. It's like, hey man, lift like a girl takes on a whole new meaning, huh? Let's show them how it's done. And let's now move on to dragon on the other side. So we're gonna get the other leg forward and really lean into this nice long lunge position. And let's now hear from Bubbles. What was your high-low buffalo? If we're doing this from the seated position, then we're getting the other elbow up and pulling to the side like this.
Hi. So my high was definitely the back squats. So during the yellow wad and the burpees were my low only because my back was giving me a little issues today. So I scaled them, but they felt really good at doing them at that level. And my buffalo was definitely the orange wad. I was surprised at how much lower I could get the more weights I put on the bar. So I was like, okay, put on more. The low about that is power cleaning them up though. So, but it was awesome. I got same as whoever mentioned, they got a new PR I did too. So that was really good, really fun.
Awesome, good job there, Bubbles. And once again, props to anyone who was having to power clean that weight off the ground and then press it overhead. And I just love that no excuses attitude. It's like no rack, no problem. You know, we hit that back squat using what we have. And then, you know, with time, we continue to build our home gym and, you know, get more out of the program. But we've been seeing a whole lot of results just using what you have. So good job there, Bubbles. Well, that's our WOD today, guys. That's our stretch. That's our high-low buffalo. Give yourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back for getting through this. And like we talked about before, the best way to support this is to follow this program and share the program. In fact, let's care as we share. Let's think of one person specifically who could use this in their life. Let's follow up with them on a personal level. Like, hey, how's life? How's work? How's the family? Let them talk and tell you the reasons they need this. Then we come back with like, you know, this program I've been following has been helping me in so many different ways. We share with them that YouTube link. It helps them feel important and it makes sure the program gets in the right hands. So if you liked this workout, please give this channel a subscribe, a like, and a share in that order. Thank you guys so much, and see you next time.